I think the 2025 GMC AT4X owners are going to be super angry. This is a 2026 GMC Sierra 2500 AT4X. Thank God it's not an AV edition because I'd have to say that too. It does have the Duramax diesel, and I borrowed it from Jerry Seiner, GMC, here in South Jordan, Utah. Be sure to ask for Frank. Remember, Frank. Some of you guys are coming here not asking for Frank. He's the one that's helped me out here, so be sure to support him, guys. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys see options and features on this build. At the very top is a description with the colors. And then this is a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause to see more. Base price comes in at $83,700. I'll let you guys know how much this truck went up in price in a second. Now, the only options is the diesel and gooseneck fifth wheel package. Destination is now $25,095 with a total price of $96,830. For 2026, the GMC Sierra AT4X for the HD segment got a $900 price increase. Now that might seem like a lot of money, and it is. But did you guys see the new color? They're bringing the dune color here. I'm going to show it to you online really quickly. I will admit, if I bought a 2025, I would have got thunderstorm again. I would have definitely had to trade my 2025 in to get a dune. I'm not going to lie. That is my favorite color on these types of off-road trucks, especially with that bronze front grille. It would just complete it. I still need to black out my badging on my truck. That is available too as an option. But you guys see front parking sensors, red recovery hooks. Nothing really changes. For 2025, they got rid of the bronze here for this black. I like the way that looks so much better. You guys see the fog lights projector LED right there. And you don't have that front valance, air dam, whatever you want to call it, active grille shutters. You still have that front camera because this has that 360 camera view, and it does have a sprayer to clean it off if you get bug splatter on it. Now, on this side, you can see those sequential turn signals. So they're still rocking those. And this is why you buy an AT4X. You get the Multimatic DSSV, which is a dynamic suspension spool valve. So they don't use deflective disc like other suspensions. They use the spool valves. It also has an oil reservoir in there as well. And they do restyle the upper and lower control arms, including that steer knuckle because of the 1.5 inch lift that this truck has. Now that lift does not include the tires. These are the Goodyear Wrangler Territory MTs, and you guys see the size, 305/70 18, which is 34.8 inches tall, 12 inches wide, and it does have a lot of capacity. 3,750 pounds per tire at 65 psi max code. Here's your engine block heater, fabric material for the liner, and nothing really changes on this truck. It's pretty much the exact same thing as they've had for the last, I guess you can call it 3 years, because this truck got introduced in 2023. The wheel design, not my favorite, but I like the 18s. I'm shocked that they don't offer a 20 for this truck. I'm pretty sure some people will like that, because I see a lot of guys changing off their wheels for AT4X. More of that bronze treatment here. You have lights for turn signals and forward lights there. You have these reverse lights, indicator for a blind spot, and your convex is still not powered. More cameras to make up that 360 camera view. Smart key for the front doors only, and you have the power to pull up running boards. All this stuff comes standard, by the way. That's what I love about this trim. This is basically like an ultimate in a sense. You have that perimeter lighting, and I did not show you the skid plate up front. So there's the skid plate for that transfer case. Here's that front skid plate. Aluminum, and it goes pretty far back, I would say. Protects that independent front suspension, and I believe the transmission is exposed on this truck. Yep, transmission is exposed. And good thing that oil pan does sit a little bit higher. There's your steps on the side of the bed. You have a liner that comes standard. And they still use the wax coating on the frame too, by the way. 36-gallon diesel tank, 7-gallon DEF. And you have those clearance lights on the side. Then out back, multi-pro tailgate. You have those sequential tail lights too. Rear parking sensors, class 5 hitch. This is your camera provisions. And they still don't put LED lights here. I've just added some for my truck, by the way. There's your spare tire. 342 rear with electronic locker. And more Multimatic suspension with that solid rear axle. And you guys see you have 5 leaves in that main pack there. Hopefully you guys see that. And kicker sound system comes standard. They did restyle this somewhere in 2024, I believe. My truck has the old style. 400 watts of power, bed lights, and then above here you have 2 cameras, LED lights. My truck has it stamped there, AT4X. That went away for 2025, I believe. 4 and 7 pin for that 5th wheel prep package. Spray and bed liner comes standard. And here's a side view of the truck. I always forget to show this because it just never comes to mind. But you guys see right here, for 2025, they added a sensor to your crankcase ventilation. I don't know why they did that. That was, I don't understand these manufacturers. Why did you need to put a sensor there for that piece of junk? Never mind, I won't go down that road. I won't go down that road in this video. We'll talk about that later. But this is still the tried and true Duramax diesel, 6.6 liter displacement. Now for 24, they did do updates. So this is considered the Gen 2 L5P basically. And I think they've done updates to the intake as well, because most of you guys know I have the Banks cold air intake, and when they release the new one, you got to use my promo code down below. I'm getting 3 to 4 mpg better consistently, and my truck is all emission compliant, done nothing to it. All I've done was the boost tubes, turbo inlet, that, and I have the Derringer tuner. But apart from that, this truck has 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. All that power goes to a 10-speed transmission. Hopefully they've done updates to that. I'm sure they have. I've heard that there's been some updates for part numbers for these 25 plus trucks, and I'm sure including for 26. Denso fuel pump and injector, so reliability is in the fuel system for this truck. 15W40 oil. I still run 15W40 in mine as well, so I just prefer the 15W40 over the 5W40. This is personal preference, but let's go ahead and check out the interior to see if they've done any updates. By the way, last thing, they do have a functional hood scoop. As far as the interior goes, the first thing I've noticed is this looks a little bit more like vibrant, and I could be wrong. It could be the exact same thing in my truck, but this looks like they've made it have more contrast, I guess. But it's the same interior design that you've seen from when they refreshed this interior. Now, one thing I like about the AT4X is they give you the black interior, and it has that sporty feel. And you just saw for the exterior, you have this off-road rugged look, right? But they give you the most luxurious interior available for a GMC HD. You have that 16-way seat, and it does have the massage function. You can adjust the bolstering on the sides of the seats, only on the top. You have shoulder support up top here. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Love the red stitching, white stitching, and the white piping on the seats there. Even around the knobs, they give you this satin trimming right there. And four-wheel drive, lighting, heads-up display can be controlled with those buttons. Electronic parking brake, leather wrapping. A pillars and the roof have the suede. B pillars also have the suede, and you have leather wrap grab handles for the rear passengers too. Let's check out the passenger side. Bose sound system is upgraded, so it went from 9 speakers to 12 when you get the AT4X and Denali Ultimate. Leather wrapping on the dash, all soft touch materials. And if you want to carry a bed camper, guess what? You're in luck. This truck has that option. So you can carry up to 2,132 pounds in the bed of this truck. And that's pretty dang good too, I would say. A little bit of storage on the side. 16-way seat for the passenger. You guys see here, you have these removable carpets for these floor liners. And you still need that grille cover even for the trucks that have the active grille shutters. Not sure why, but you do. Here's where your extra speakers go. Grab handles finished in leather. You can see that suede roof a little bit better too. And 60/40 bench. You guys see all that storage you have. These floor mats protect the carpet really nicely too. There is that storage built in right here. You can drop down the headrest. Yeah, nothing is really jumping out at me. This all looks exactly the same. Then you have those outboard heated seats with 2 USBs, cup holders, seat back pockets. Let's take this for a quick drive. Here's your push start button right there. Dual climate control, heated and ventilated seats. Here's your electronic locker right there with downhill assist. You can put all the windows down together using that button. Traction control, caution lights. You can drop the tailgate. You cannot lift it back up. You can disable your park assist, as they call it. And this is your lane keep assist alert. Exhaust brake. Let's go ahead and get down the road. We're just gonna do a quick drive. I want to turn on the heads-up display too. I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. I see it moving. See that? Heads-up display. And real quick, let me just put it in reverse too, that way you guys can see the camera system. Love how they keep this menu down below. You can disable your 360 very easily. And if you want to take away the lines, you have that option, but you have to be at a different camera view to see it. That's your bed view. But yeah, here are the lines for the back. All right. Now, when I drove this over here, this truck felt more peppy. I'm not sure if GM did anything different, but it feels a little bit more peppy down low. And it could be because of the torque management. Actually, this, no, that doesn't look different. It just looks different because of the setup for my screen. But yeah, down low, like when you like punch it, it just goes. Like there's definitely better response, and it could be because there's no more torque management too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump up. Actually, you know what, let's go straight, because I caught this red light and I wanna show you guys. I'm not gonna give it like 100% off the line, but I'll probably give it like 50%, but I want you guys to see how responsive this truck is. Okay, never mind, there's still a dead spot in there. But I will admit though, this truck feels very similar to my truck. And you know, I have the boost tubes and the turbo inlet. But it's like the boost comes on a little bit more like consistently. There's not as much delay as what I remember in my truck. And it could be that the torque management was reduced. It's very possible that they did do some updates to that 10-speed transmission to where they can give you a little bit more juice. But yeah, I mean, this truck, it's really one of the best. I don't feel so bad about my tires anymore because I can definitely hear a little bit of a howl, but I'm going 80 miles an hour, so this is perfect for a truck like this. Now I have the exhaust brake on. Let's see if there's a difference. It's working, although we are going uphill. Let's see what it does when we go downhill. You guys see the split screen that you have on this one. Also, did you guys notice that I redid this screen too? I updated it so you can customize this a little differently too, which I like. You can even make it even more cleaner. Now let's go ahead and let off. Okay, that ain't bad. That ain't terrible. It's definitely there. Here are the numbers on the door. Gross ax weight rating is 5,600 pounds up front. The rear is 6,600 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is 11,350 with an 18/9 wide wheel. All-in payload is 2,882 pounds. And this truck weighs 8,468 pounds on the curb. 18.5 conventional towing, 18.1 for Gooseneck. 27.5 is the gross combined weight rating. And then here's that yellow sticker showing you the tire pressure. 55 PSI all the way around. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notifications are on. See you guys soon.